To start off, tell me your first name, your last name, and what year you were born.
Jimmy Cooper, born 1930.
1930? So
1930.
how old does that make you now?
94.
How old do you feel?
94. I guarantee you.
All right. So where were you born?
Polar Springs.
Porter Springs in a house? Did y'all have a midwife?
Yeah, midwife.
All right.
That's all it was, a midwife down at the end.
And how many siblings did you have?
Sister and brother,
Uh-huh.
11.
11?
11 of them.
Why did your mom have so many children?
Well, back in them days, all this they got now, like child protected, give them medicine and stuff like that. They didn't have that. Such as, I guess they had the rubbers, but not no, what you call it. They got it now.
Birth control?
Birth control.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't get to know what that was then.
Yeah.
And wasn't looking for it.
Okay, and so what did your parents do for work?
Farm. All they ever did was farm.
Farm what?
Cotton and corn.
They had a garden, didn't they?
Yeah, garden. Showed everybody had a garden.
Yeah.
They had to live out of it.
Uh-huh.
Garden, chickens, and hogs.
Uh-huh. How old were you when you started work?
I'd say 8. Well, I started 4 then, but that when you went to work at 8.
Uh-huh.
7 and 8. You had to get in that field and go to work or go out and chop cotton up, tote. I used to go around the park and pick up cabin new and put them on the pile so we can have the farm for the next year. Because that's all the fertilizer they had.
Uh-huh.
And that wouldn't give me, my grandpa would tell me 50 cents a month, but I may get a box of sardines.
Did the girls work too, or just the boys?
Girls too.
Yeah?
No, wasn't no.
What about your mother? Did she work?
She worked some, but she told me the children, she couldn't work too much because you see, somebody had to take care of them kids.
Yeah.
She worked, yeah, she worked. When we were little, she go work and we had to take care of the children. Then we got big enough, then she, then we started working, she had to quit.
Yeah.
But she still went some, but not much.
So when you were a kid, did you ever tell your parents, "Oh, I don't feel like working, I don't want to work"?
No, that wasn't in it. You had to be sick, or else they hit that limb and make you go. You would ask that. Yeah, they whoop you.
With what?
A limb, a switch, that's what it is. No, my daddy, when he go up, he had a rope. About that long, double, and he had it wrapped good where it kept him hold. And that's what he used. But my grandmother did. My grandmother whooped you with a, that's about the only somebody whooped my mother and grandmother with them switches.
Yeah.
And they whoop you with a stick.
Your brothers and sisters, how did y'all spend y'all's time when y'all weren't working?
Around the house and fishing. That's the biggest thing, hunting. But mostly fishing, because we couldn't get off far from the house. But every fish hole we went to, we go fishing.
Where would y'all hunt?
Rabbits.
No, where?
Down there on our own place. Everybody, you go on anybody's place back and I come along.
Yeah?
There's nobody, everybody place you wanted to go hunting. You go hunting and fishing. Back down around Polar Springs.
Because everybody was close to everybody else and knew everybody?
Yeah, No, you didn't have to worry about that. Every day we wanted to go fishing or hunting, just go ahead and go hunting. They run up on this picture and keep it walking.
Yeah. What kind of games did y'all play?
Nothing more but baseball.
Baseball? Y'all made a baseball diamond?
We made it. Yeah, we get a wooden board like that and a rubber ball. Yeah. We didn't have no baseball hard like they got now. They finally got them at the school. But around home, we used to get it around, and we finally got a few of them at the school. What little I got to go.
When did you go to school?
When it rained. I started when I was 6. And I went pretty good till I got about 8. And after that, I had to start working.
How old were you when you stopped going to school altogether?
12.
12? Was it?
Well, I mean, that wasn't all together, but that when I was 12.
Mostly?
That when I started playing. When my daddy got the money from this bank, he didn't have nobody to help him but me and my brother.
Uh-huh.
And he had to open the plant the cotton, and we hadn't had no fertilizer before. And Mr. Will got some fertilizer, and then you had to put the fertilizer, and then the man come behind you planting.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to put that fertilizer there. 1942, I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get to go to school that whole year, no more when it rained. That was it.
Did you like going to school?
Yeah, I liked to go to school.
Why?
I just loved to go out there to play.
Because you didn't have to work.
That's right. I love to go to school.
Uh-huh.
The last day I went.
Y'all had a one-room schoolhouse?
Two.
Two-room?
All the people down below Post Spring went to that one school.
Mm-hmm. But
except the 8th grade when they went to town.
The older boys and girls didn't go to school. Mostly it was just younger kids, right?
Younger.
Because by the time y'all grew up enough, y'all were out working.
They had to go.
Yeah.
When we got through picking, I lived in 42.
Uh-huh.
I had to catch that truck going to Arizona.
Yeah. Well,
when I seen the school again, it was in January when it rained. But after it didn't rain, I had to get back to playing the mule.
Well, why do you say you had to start working?
Yeah, you had to work. Family. That family's growing up and
So you're saying if you didn't work, then y'all couldn't eat?
No, that's it. That's it. You had to go. You wasn't getting that much for it, no how.
Yeah.
$1 a day.
Now, when it came to chopping and picking cotton, did y'all grow y'all's own cotton?
Uh-huh. But the biggest of it, but no, we grow a lot. We didn't grow much.
Uh-huh.
Because Mr. Fritz and the Murray Farm and the cooks all around there, we work for them. Because we wouldn't have a whole big crop.
That was a white family?
Yeah, white family.
And they had, how many acres of cotton did they have?
Well, some biggest of them, there was about 10 acres.
Uh-huh.
Some of them 5 acres.
Uh-huh.
But Mr. Fritz, them like that, they had 200 and 300 acres.
And when was the season well, tell me about chopping and picking. What's the difference?
Chopping, you do it from April to July.
Uh-huh.
And picking, you start in August.
August?
In September. That's the difference in it. You got picking kind of last of August, the 1st September, and pick till it's gone. That was October. Well, December.
And you had a big old bag you'd carry behind you?
Yeah, sight.
How heavy was it when you got done?
100 pounds if you put in there, but 30 or 40 pounds and things like that. But 100 pounds after I got grown. Because the first time my daddy told me, he said, if you pick 100 pounds of cotton, and I was 11, 12, if you pick 100 pounds of cotton, I give you a box of sardines. But sardine was a nickel a box.
Uh-huh.
And crack was a nickel. And that was hard to get.
Uh-huh.
So I said, ooh, I'm going to pick this cotton. Because we got off truck this morning, my uncle said, let Jim pick cotton with me. And I didn't want to pick with him because when you went to work, you went to work. Uh-huh. You didn't go there to talk. Either we like cutting okra, corn, pick peas to eat. You pick, then you go play.
Uh-huh.
And we got out, my dad told me, like you, box sardines if you get 100 a day. That's all day. And we go in the field and we weighed up. My uncle, he weighed up. He had bought younger than I was. Me, him, and we picking together.
Mm-hmm.
He told Mr. Little Will, said, this ain't my boy, this is Hooker's boy. And give me my number and he'll them. His number 15 and give my dad 16. Mm-hmm. And he weighed up. He come, and my dad went weighed up next. He come back by and he said, if you get a box of sardines, I give you a box of sardines. Well, that was good. Because I work a whole week and get a box of sardines. But my grandpa, I don't think I get my grandpa. He had a little stove.
Well, what was most of y'all's food eating growing up? What did y'all eat mostly at home?
Syrup and bread, and that's it. And salmon. Everyone liked to eat salmon in can. They call them mackerel.
You didn't have any kind of meat or beans to eat?
Peas, but not no beans. Right first we didn't. We didn't know what beans were.
What about meat?
Pork.
Pork?
Pork and beef.
Now tell me, how would you make that pork keep all year?
Wait till December and kill it, and then kill it be cold, and salt it down real good, and leave it down about 2 weeks, 3, and get it, wash it, hang it up and smoke it, and it keep all the year around.
Keep a whole year?
And
did your mother do any canning?
Yeah, I had to. Cause wasn't no way to keep but canning.
Yeah.
And what I gonna say about that other, we got to the 12 o'clock come. We went to the store and the farmer, Mr. William had stuff. Every farmer, them big farmers had a commissary. You get in there, and then when the weekend, if you got what you got, he take it out of your cotton picking. And got them. Daddy went and he got 2 boxes. My sister older than I was, he couldn't give me half of them, give her half of them. And we had some certain bread. Butter, you kept butter all the time. We milked the cow every day.
What about milk?
That's what I said, milk the cow, yeah, we milked that every day. And he got through. He got that, he cut them. He had to cut them. Though that man would cut them, now, what if you eat those sardines out of a box? They paused, they said. But anyway, he looked at my uncle. He told my uncle, said, Frank, he said, what? I don't know what we're going to do. He said, what? Sardines, and with the 6 cents a box. He was going to do that. We always did, do without.
Yeah.
But
now,
when we got home, I told my sister, I said, I'm gonna get every day. I'm gonna give me a can 100 so I can get a box of sardines. She looked at me. She said, Jim, come here. That rope on the back door. At the back door, where you walk out the kitchen, they want my daddy rope. You better not pull that rope. Let me just show you something. You see that rope, John? I said, yeah. Go there and pick it and see what you're going to get. Go there and pick it, and you think you ought to got what you're going to get. You can't see off there, you don't know. If you don't know with that hunt, that rope going to make you get it. And she wasn't. And I'm right now, you ain't going to never get that box of sardines. All you want to do is get that hunt. I'm 94 now, and I ain't got another box of sardines, but I tell you what, I got that kind. Hear that, they ain't argue with you.
Well, when you were little, did you ever think, well, here's what I see myself doing when I grow up? Did you ever think about that?
Yeah.
What did you think that you wanted to do?
I wanted to leave home, go somewhere outside picking cotton for the cold. But
so you were just bored and you wanted to see places?
Yeah, see places, see the world, but yeah. I didn't get to see much. I did go to Houston when I got 18. But I already been in Arizona.
So tell me, how often would y'all go to town from Ostonio? What did y'all have in Ostonio back in the day?
Well, see, I lived in Porter Springs.
I mean Porter Springs, yeah.
Number of stores. We had 3 stores there. 3 stores in Porter Springs.
Like a grocery store?
That's all, grocery store. And one was Miss Martin, and the other was Mr. Cook. And the other one was Mr. Webb. But Mr. Webb wasn't no, he didn't do too good, but Miss Martin and Mr. Cook, that's where we made it. Yeah, I mean, you get your groceries right there.
Was the store owned by the Whites?
Yeah, white, all white. No color. My grandpa had a little store in the back of his house. He kept tobacco, like a bulldog and sardines, Michael, Michael sardine crackers. And that's about it. And he had a certain bill. he sell that syrup, by the buckets. You go like that. That's the only thing.
So how often did you go to Crockett?
Didn't go once a year.
What for?
I'd once a year. I'd go, and when I go, first time I ever went to Crockett, I went on a wagon. I had worked for my uncle all that whole year, and he would give me Christmas. He would give me a gun, toy gun, and caps, and apple on. August, as our homecoming day, that's the biggest day we had. For Sundays, he give me a blue jean shirt and a pair of blue jean breeches. That's what I got for working. Let it on Saturday. Now he give me 50 cents on Saturday for $100 a day. If I work, especially the 19th of June, we had the 19th of June, and they were gonna work on 19th all day. Go out there, you and pray and kill hogs and chicken eat and eat that. But for to go in town, no. I just started really going to town to 42.
Well, with y'all being in Porter Springs, did y'all interact with the whites much?
No, not just going to the store and back and go by and working. Working together, that's all.
Well, how was it when you went to town? Was things pretty segregated? Whites
yes, sir.
What was segregated?
Whole town.
The whole town?
Whole town. When you go into town now, you crack on that underpass, and then at First Street, and then Second Street, that was Camp Street. You could walk up down that all day long. But don't go up around that courthouse. If you went straight to the store you were going in. On this side of it, they had a color restroom. Go to that restroom, go back down on Camp Street. Don't hang around on the streets up there.
Why?
No, they didn't lie. That's all. Why they didn't lie. Now they had the rich deal on the other side of town. You could walk down to hit, but the Second Street up there, right the time you get to the courthouse, right back to the left, they had a little Texas theater. You could go there, but you had to be there when like John Wayne was playing or Johnny McBrown. They show that picture. You pay 20 cents to see it. You had to come down. And if you want to see it again, you have to go back and pay 20 cents. But don't stand up and wait till you can. When they all come down, be standing down on the street to go in. And run over going in, but don't go there and stand on that street.
So y'all try to keep y'all's distance from the whites?
We had to, but they wasn't going to sit there nowhere. Them law wouldn't.
Because you think they would have messed with you?
I know they would. Because I went there one Saturday, me and the boy, we late getting there. And we wanted to go see the first somebody ever seen was Hopping on Castle at Sandy Hopkins. My uncle carried me in a wagon. We stayed all night. We left at 12, about 10 o'clock at night. Stayed on the gin up there, the cotton gin, where they settle junk in now. That was the gin. And we went to the show, Hopping on Castle. Well, I didn't get to go back no more in a long time. And after we come back, we picked cotton all the time, do around. And me and the boy wanted to go, but we late getting to town. And he said, well, we better be there when they come out. We don't get a chance to go, because if we don't go in, when they fill that show up, you couldn't go in. Or when they everybody go right there, they shut the door, you couldn't go in there. And we were standing there, and two of the law come down up the step, walking down the step, and they seen us over there. We know they didn't allow nobody to stay on the street. So me and him started walking, going down, well, you know what David Crockett Drug is?
Yes, sir.
Right below there used to be a store called H.C. Grocer. We got there, they speeded up. And when it speeded up, he broke and run.
Who?
That other boy with me.
Uh-huh.
Well, I just running HP Grocers, and they coming out behind me. And the lady asked me what I want. I didn't want nothing because I was not here for my fare to play, go to the show, 20 cents. And I said, give me that apple there. She picked it up, and the two of them was in there, waiting. And she said, you want that apple? I said, yes, ma'am. I didn't want it. And she asked Mr. Grady Young, Grady, what y'all want? Get these boys off the streets. He just come in here and give them an apple. Well, get that damn apple and get off the street. And the other went in the back and got the manager. Coming in and told her, Grady, what you want? Get these boys off the damn street. Y'all running my business. Every time somebody come up here, he come up, you run them off the street. Well, we don't want them on the damn street. And that woman, come here. The apple's 17 cents. Now here's some nickel apple. What do you? I said, give me that nickel one. And so go around out of the way and get out of here. See, that was back then. Then I watched the train the rest of the day. I didn't go to no show.
Yeah.
I didn't go back up there.
So even the law was prejudiced back then.
That's what it was, the law. That law.
Was there some white folks that weren't the same? They weren't like that.
Yeah, a lot of them law would have it with some of them white ones.
No, but I mean, was some of the white folks, they liked blacks and they respected?
Yeah, that's what I said. If they like you, they didn't fool with you. Maybe it was law fool with you. No, it was law fool with you.
So tell me about church life. Would y'all go to church every Sunday?
Well,
in Union Prairie?
When I was young, we had one church on the first Sunday, but we had Sunday school first Sunday. And third Sunday, we had church first Sunday. And the third Sunday, then sometimes we'd have Sunday school every Sunday, but we wouldn't have no church.
Yeah.
But they finally got a third Sunday to have church, but they have Sunday school every Sunday. You go out to have Sunday school going back home.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there too.
What kind of singing did y'all do? Because now it's a lot of real fast, loud music.
No, they had that old regular.
What was it? Just a piano?
Well, when I first, there wasn't no piano.
No piano?
But they finally got piano.
But when you first started, it was just everybody's just voices.
Voice, and them old sisters could sing too.
What's some that you remember? Some of the old ones?
Yeah, just Jesus along the cross, like that, and then I can't name them, so it's about them old songs.
You Better Mind, you remember that one?
Yeah, Better Mind. And I like to call it just then. Precious Lord, take my hand.
Yeah.
And them old kind of like hymns. And it's going to rain, like that sort of old song. It's some old common song. They ain't got all that blast they got now.
No.
Only thing biggest music we had was a guitar. They had 2 guitars. And they had another thing called a bingo to do with your mouth. And they was sanctified. And she could beat that tambourine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could beat, they sang. I go over and let them sing.
So basically everybody in the community went to church, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty well. Except some of them old men didn't go, but them women, one of them went.
Yeah. Did y'all have some nice clothes to wear when you went to church?
No. Blue jeans, you don't see, like these I got on there, and blue jean shirts.
Okay.
You know that. Then the first Sunday in August.
Nobody had a suit, did they? What about the preacher?
Some of them would, but mighty few.
Yeah.
Khakis, real good khakis, striped overalls. That's what they wore.
Yeah. What about the preacher? Did he have one?
Yeah, he had one too.
Yeah. And do you feel like a lot of the girls back then, their dresses were homemade? Their moms made them?
All of them homemade.
And your mother would make clothes?
No, she couldn't. She'd make the children clothes, but when it come down to first Sunday in August, every first Sunday in August, she get a new dress. We carry somewhere, let somebody else make it. Look like in the community, them women could sew. Yeah. They could really sew too. I mean, they had their own. My mama had her own machine, singer sewing machine, but she like cotton socks. She could fix them and shirts and stuff like her. Like we get this shorts, you know, feed hog with. Them they come in sacks then, not regular, you know, print cloth. She take that and make them children's clothes out of that. They didn't throw away nothing back in them days.
Yeah. Y'all's cane syrup. How would y'all make y'all's cane syrup?
Oh, just get that mule, put on that out, and carry it around and run that pit.
How many people in Porter Springs had a press? Just one person?
Yeah, all I know of. And over there where you what Mag State, they had one.
Really?
They had a certain meal, and they had one now.
So did y'all grow y'all's own cane at your house?
Yeah, they grow their own cane. But everybody else, the community, all the way around there in 10 miles, 15, that grow cane, they'd bring it there. My grandpa grind it up. They cook it off for them. He had stall. They come at night and leave it. Go back and tell them what stall you was. And when they get to it, they go and cook it off for you. For so much, you paying for so much a bucket. They do it all July, man. Yeah. I mean, they cook off.
Everybody would take their cane to this one guy?
Right now. But over on that other road, they took theirs to John I. Washington, Magnum folks. John I. and them.
Well, when you were growing up, did the boys try to keep their distance from the girls?
You did. You didn't have to worry. You kept it because the parents made sure you did.
Why?
They used to have that going on. Boys come see girls, but not like you do now. Girls go out when they get ready, come in when they get ready. You come see a girl, you sit and talk to them, and you going back home. But now they come in, boys, girl come get the boy go get the girl, keep out all night if they want to. But that ain't want then.
So if somebody, back then, if somebody wanted to go on a date, what would it consist of? A boy and a girl, what would they do?
Stay at home.
And just talk with the family?
Yeah, talk with the family, and then get ready to marry. You ask about marrying, y'all won't get married. Wasn't no whole lot of traveling then.
No. Did anybody in Porter Springs have a radio way back then?
We got our first radio in 1941. A guy come out of Galveston, and he married to my dad's first cousin, and then his sister stayed down below us and over down there called the Wilma Claim place. And they had come out the bottom, and he left there before they left, and he was hunting his sister. And he came up there and he asked his sister's husband, said, "What do y'all got down here?" We never radio down in that whole community. Nothing. Well, y'all need a radio, cause anything going, we been have a war. When they had heard, World War II, but that was all. And he said, "No. Well, I'm gonna get y'all one. I pay $5." He said, he come and got my daddy. And my dad told him, what we gonna need a radio for? He said, tell when the weather's gonna change, tell what's going on. My dad would call it patch. Did you use that patch out there? He said, yeah. More than one, we turn our hogs out. When winter come, they open every gate. All cow went in where they wanted to go. You didn't. That's when they got fat. They be so poor they couldn't walk. When they come back, they fat. And he said, "Well, now look across that patch yonder. About 12 o'clock, them hogs coming in. They come in cold weather, and then about 3 cows coming in, and them horses, the mules come in. We had one." That number of cow we had with my dad at a home, my brother and his brother at a house. And all them horses coming in, get ready. You been out cold weather. And it would be icicles hanging that long. And he said, yeah, but what about the sky? Them planes could blow y'all off. My dad said, well, we ain't worried about that. Because he said, yeah, but you don't know that. And let's go to town. When you go on the street going to town now, when you get to that 19, right back to the left, that first building down was Cash Hardware. That was a hardware store. And they went in there and they asked the lady about the radio, and she got to picking it up. She said, well, when you get to complain with the radio, they be $50. $50? We don't need that radio. And the girl lived at Poland Springs down there. That was her home. Then the husband too, Mr. Raymond Calder. He walked in. He said, they called him my daddy Hooker. His name was Albert Hooker. What is y'all? We bought the radio with Mr. Raymond. They want $50 to put on the radio. And we ain't, how we gonna pay for that? I ain't get, but well, we farming too, you know. They get a little money. And we get a $1 a day. Some people start paying Lord Murray, big farm, first started paying $2 a day. And he said, Hooker, go and get that radio. If you can't pay $5 a month, you don't need it. But if you can't pay $5, come and let me know, and I'll pay it and you work it out. Wow. And they got the radio and brought them home. He told them.
Was it a battery radio?
Battery, because we didn't know electricity. He got that battery. He told me, my brother, y'all gonna cut a pole. And it's because you got to have a pole for them. And Citrus was the best tree you could find, but it'll be about that big around, but it had limbs on it. It'd be tall. We got to cut that and bought that. And they bought that radio there in a box about that big. But they had the battery sitting in it. All of together. I said, my sister kept looking at me. She said, why are you watching that box so? I said, I just don't see how a man can talk about that box. How can he talk about it? Wait and see. You do. And the guy down that road about 12 o'clock, he come up there and Bill said, oh, my dad and mama's head, you know, put the radio in. I said, that ain't gonna help us a bit, because we ain't gonna know what they're doing with no alcohol. I had never seen the radio, not heard it now neither. And he got through with it. My dad went to see the hole we dug. He took a wooden post hole, dug a hole deeper than what we had it. And then got tied a piece of wire on it. Then he whipped an air with it out there in the garden. I said, what can a wire do with a radio? We just wanted, we know what the. So I said, yeah, wait. He was old enough. So we got through and got it in, put it in there, and put in that bolt a hole through the wall, put a little wire through that all. And then he got it, turned it on, Del Rio, Texas. That man is talking. He talking. And back then, Kevin still riding hard. He was the main player on that. And Bob Wills and Texas, Bob Wills and them, they were good songs too.
So what did you first think when you heard that radio talking?
Ooh, that was a blessing. That was a blessing. But he didn't play. They said didn't play them long. You was at radio for 5 years. I said, we won't hear nothing now because they ain't gonna let it play. And he didn't. They played a little bit, and they cut it off. That evening, a guy told him, they said in the evening, get some news. And he cut it back on. We stood on in that building, everything come on. And a record called Corina, where you stayed last night. Ooh, that was a pretty record. Wow. And
Well, before that, when it came nighttime, there's no work to do at night, right?
No.
So when it came nighttime, you were just in your house. What would y'all do before you went to bed? Or
Nothing.
You just go straight to bed?
Nothing. When we going to school, we stood out there by lamp. But if we sit around there and the night come over by 8 o'clock, you can go to bed.
Yeah.
You going to bed, you going to stay in bed. We're going to be keeping no doors either.
So did y'all work from sun up to sundown?
Yeah. About 7 to 6. And they got them radios. And at evening turned on, Gabriel Heater coming now. There was no commentator like he got now, like in the evening when kept about all the news. And Gabriel Heater coming now. He said, walls, rumors of walls, Red China, you go hit the United States, and don't go to Arizona, because you go across Arizona, ain't no water, and people drinking water. Out there ain't no water, that was nothing out there. I went out there in 42, and when I left there in 55, I was still hauling water. I'm still hauling water. There wasn't no water pain out there.
Tell me about the bounty, getting picked up at night and all that. Tell me about all that.
Yeah, that's when they're back on 41 wasn't no bounty.
Okay.
42. They were glad to see you leaving it in. But when they went out and found some money, people went to stay and wouldn't come back. But they didn't want them to leave him. Or they needed them to work here on the farm. But they were going,
so who put a bounty? The sheriff?
Sheriff. Who took care of that bounty. But 44, they weren't going to let us leave. I tell you, but we went over yonder theater and the man picked us up and went to Arizona.
Tell me how he picked y'all up.
Truck. It's doing a truck. He clipped it in a truck one night. That night about 11:30.
Where were y'all? Where did he pick you up? You said y'all were in a house?
Church Ave. Over yonder across the river, over by Midway. And all the folks around him, back in his back, all of them around here, got in their car and come over there and got in the truck.
Were y'all scared y'all were going to get caught?
Yeah, they catch you, they put you in jail. Some of them they did put in jail. And my uncle, he lived right down the road down here, he was telling the guy he was staying with, he wasn't going. And somebody told me war. So he went down and Mr. Joe Speak went down there, jumped him, and my auntie said he jumped him wrong, but he shot him in the foot. But he got away, and when he did get away, he died in Arizona. He finally he got away, and my auntie and them, they all come out there. They all of them died out there. But we got to Arizona.
Well, why did you want to go so bad?
Make some money.
How much more were they paying over there?
$3 a hundred. They paying $2 here.
$3 100 pounds?
But the problem was, when this little cotton gone here in about October. And if you hadn't made it by October, you wasn't going. You knew you had to talk about the borrowing money to live on the rest of the winter, because you didn't have no way to live. If you didn't save no money, you had to go right back to borrowing money the same man you did before you go. And so while you picked the cotton here, you had to pay what you bought all that cheap before you bought last year. And that would happen. And that's why they didn't want you to go, because you stayed here. They nearly get but $3. Well, they finally got $4 a day around here. $3 a day is all they pay around here for.
So how old were you when they picked you up?
Me?
How old were you?
15.
Okay.
15. When I first went at 14.
And who all did you go with?
Me, my dad, and brother, and a whole bunch of us.
How many? You said y'all were on a cattle trailer?
The first time, yeah, big old cow trailer.
And how many people were in there?
With children and all, I'd say about 40 head.
Wow.
He wanted 20. But with children and all, I'd say 50 head, but 40 or 50 head.
And who was it that picked you up?
A guy at Arizona.
Was it the man who was going to be your boss?
Yeah, Ed Ambrew and Paul Keno. They come in and got us in a big old tractor. And when I left Arizona in 55, that's who I was working for. And Ed Ambrew, he had 2,800 acres of cotton. But Paul didn't have it. He wouldn't. He liked to whale. He was a German. He didn't like to food with that cotton. But he had cotton. I worked for him too. Him and his brother. But
when y'all were over there, were you working cotton with people from other states as well?
Yeah, go every state, man. Well, Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi.
How was it for you meeting people from other states? Was that interesting?
That's all right, fine. They like me, glad to be out there. They real nice. Mm-hmm.
And so he had y'all stay on his property?
Yeah,
And tell me what y'all stayed in.
Forever tents. And then they started building houses. When the Japanese, German and Japanese went to war, Arizona built a lot of homes for them. Houses for them Germans. When a bunch of these Germans come over, they had Germans all over Arizona. But we stayed in tents, like this ground out here. They put planks and all that, but it didn't rain. It didn't rain out there. And
did they have a bed for you in the tent?
Oh yeah, we had a tent. You could find a bed anywhere out there. And his bowl, that's all it was out there. And you didn't have no wood stove, coal oil, because there wasn't no wood. Coal oil stove with 2 burners. And some of them, you go to town buy a brand new one, they had oven with a coal oil stove. And that's what we used. And they had cots there. They had bed, regular bed, but they all was springs, iron bed. Because when you put it on that ground, set on that ground, you move around so much. When you get ready to leave, you kept bench, like these second-hand stores here, they'd be full of that. When it was right low, they give you part of your money back for them.
Well, when it wasn't in season and you had already finished your cotton season, would you come back or did you stay over there?
Yeah, well, at first, I'd come back. January, last of January, we come on back and start farming. But after I went to that stage, after get the picking cotton, start getting on them tractors and running water. They run water out there, they have to run water for everything out there.
What do you mean?
They plant cotton, anything they plant, you got to run water.
So where would you get your water from?
Wells, they got big old wells. They get on the hill and cut a ditch all the way to one field, where you stop at, and then you make some row boxes, about that big, about that long, put that on top of that, and then you have a pit from where that water come out of this irrigating ditch. You put from me out there from you, it have like a bed. When that thing full over with water, you had about 5 boxes. 40 rows is all you cared at a time. You put 40 rows a day. You put them on a day, they run all day and all night. Next morning you try and get 40 more rows. Next day you get another 40 more rows until you run out of that field. Then you go to another. And soon as that get, they said 3 or 4, just a week, then they go there and dish it up and plant their cotton. They ain't plant no corn out there.
Yeah.
They plant some, one man plant, he gonna make some. But corn got to have some water in the toss. If you don't, he ain't gonna do nothing. He has some pretty corn. We gonna steal some of it. Shoot. That little young corn, you couldn't even get out of the cover with no water.
Wow.
I don't know. Here the same way.
Tell me the story about your grandpa and the $500.
Oh, he had bought that $500. That man and didn't pay. Said he paid him, but after he paid him,
well, tell me how he paid him. Remember? You gotta tell me the whole story.
He paid that by farming, through his farming.
He said he worked for him for how many years?
5 years. No, 8 years.
8 years.
And my dad had worked them. They went up to call Lawrence Taylor Bottom. It was 8 years, and then he left. He paid him off. Shook hands. After he paid him off, 3.5 years later, he come back wanting his money. And he told me I paid you to give me a receipt. Well, he didn't have no receipt. Because he said, we ain't had no receipt. I couldn't write it. And he didn't give me now. So that's when he took his cows and stuff from me. The law was you had to have a paper and you take what if you wanted, you go back and take it away from them. If somebody had some land and you wanted it and you couldn't prove it, they could take it away from you.
So why do you think your grandpa just let him take his cows and his land?
When he didn't have no choice.
Why?
Wasn't nobody going? He couldn't go to nobody to stop him.
If he went to the law, what would happen?
No, he wouldn't go to the law for that. They wouldn't even talk to you. They wouldn't even talk to you.
Because this guy was white, then
yeah,
yeah. His way.
Now, if it had been another white went to him with him, he'd have got it back. Mm-hmm. But see, they weren't gonna do that. Mm. The white man wasn't gonna go get the nothing. Mm-hmm. Mr. Will McLean, he was the county judge, and he didn't. The man that took the cow, he didn't care much about him, and that was my grandpa kind of caught up with him. After they took him, the next year, me and my grandpa went down and he had let me have a little land to try to make some cotton. And we went down there and worked around there and he wasn't gonna make nothing. He went back to Mr. Will, seen him. We're gonna make nothing. And then my uncle and my dad's first cousin was called Caro. And the man took everything they had. They just take it. You couldn't. He had it paid for, my uncle. He had paid for the mule and everything under one man. And the other man took over the place, and he was gonna take it with horse and wood. He said, "What you doing with the mules?" I said, "No, you don't want to move my mule. These my mule." Mm-hmm. If he hadn't said nothing, he might would have got by with it. Mm-hmm. But he said, "You don't get these my." I tell you what, take them girls that mule and put them in that pot, and I give you 3 weeks off to get off this place. And my grandpa got Mr. Will. They let him put he let him out pay our mule, Rockin' Jerry. And the other guy got a wagon, and they went to work on the place by us. He had 400 acres up there, and they went to work on that Mr. Will place. But for that, they'd been stuck. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Will let them have it. And then the next year, Mr. Will come back to my grandpa, told him, "Son," him and his brother, my grandpa and his brother, they stuck together over there. They the one when got them, let them have it, let them stay there. Mm-hmm. And I ain't satisfied the way he worked my land. Says, I need my land work. My grandpa told me, "Well, I will work if I had some mule. I ain't got no mule. I ain't got no but oxen. My daddy not but oxen. The Will Claude done took every mule I had except one, and he didn't count. Old mule, he had a nut now, but he just one. He's a pretty good mule." Mm-hmm. And he told him, "Come back and get some mule." He went and got a pair of mud and a Bud in the Red. My uncle got a pair of mud and idle. And my daddy couldn't get no, he not no mule. My daddy, if I get me a mule, will you let me have it? Yeah. And I'll help you get you some money through the bank. Mm-hmm. That way they won't be taking everything you got. If you go through the bank, I can't take it. But if you don't pay the bank, I'm gonna take it. Mm-hmm. And that's the way he got kind of started. My daddy got a mule, went to my aunt's sister and got a mule, and my uncle had left him with up at El Paso had a house, and that mule and horse, and he had a pair of oxen, and they worked that land in 42 and made a good crop. Hmm. And I was broken through. They made a good crop, and my uncle was in El Paso. Mm-hmm. His brother went to Marana, and he went to Marana. And when he left El Paso, his wife worked, And she made $9. He made $1.50 that day. So, and when he got that, he said, "What you do?" She said, "I made $9. We can find somewhere to stay." He said, "Well, I made $1.50. When you go to the house, ask them when that was his sister-in-law, and I'm going to find Jack. Now, if she said you don't owe nothing, bring your clothes with you. We got to leave here." They took that $15, and they went over to Arizona, and they got there over there. And when they got to found his brother the next day. When you go in Arizona and from around it, you go in there in one hole, you come right back at the same hole. I want to go back out, you got to come right back at the same hole. And they seen him over there, had 2 quarts of beer drinking it. He drinking 2 quarts of beer, and he said, "Y'all got anything to eat?" And they said, "Yeah, we got a jar of jelly and a box of crackers." His wife, "That's what I need, a whole box of crackers." How about the store? And they stayed till the man got ready to leave, and he said, "Well, you go back to," "No, I'm going." He said, "Well, don't y'all go." They said, "Don't go 80. Don't go 84 when you get down, when it's wild down there on the tabletop. Don't go 84. Go 84, go 80 and go to Phoenix and go back in there." They said, "There's a little work back there." And my uncle said he got to 80, on down to Casa Grande, on into Phoenix. And then we get to Phoenix, you got to take a dead left. Go right back into 84 down to Gillis Bend, but go that way 67. And there ain't no mountains either on both sides. You can see mountains, just a hole down there. And my uncle went down there and met after he went to Avondale, he didn't go 80 he went across the railroad track. He went straight and he crossed the road, got down the first road he turned on it. And he see a man standing inside the house, and that's when he asked him, "Yeah, we got a little work, $6 a day. I don't care, I'll take it." And they went to work. And that's who my uncle, he dead now, but that's where he was at when he died. He went there, but he worked for him, and he made a crop, and then worked there in the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. And my uncle had tried to go to the army. They wouldn't take him. Him and another boy bought no A model car. My uncle went out there, and he had a 29 Dodge. And they got that old A model come home. He went on to the army, and they made a good crop that year. And after they made the crop, about half a year through, Grandpa come down to the house, told me, "Look, yeah, I got a letter from Dirt." He said, "What is it?" "Dirt, is something wrong?" "No." He wanted to come to Arizona. They got some good cotton out there. They had Papa, that we call him, "We got cotton here this year. We don't have to deal, but I'm going. If I see where I make a living somewhere else, I'm going. If I'm going Friday to catch a train." Mama told her, "Don't let him go." Uncle Son going crazy in there. Park, you can't tell Papa nothing. My uncle was man, he think Wesley was his name, Wesley Jr., but his name was called him man. I can't tell him nothing. If a man can't talk to him, he going. And we made a good crop that year. My dad had never made 2 bales of cotton. He made 10 bales of cotton that year. Up to about, I'd say 44, when I started going to town, about 14, 15.
When did you first hear jazz music?
Up at Crockett, there's one on the piano, the standard thing, put a nickel in there. That's the first time I ever heard it.
The piano that plays itself?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh.
Outside of the radio.
So, what kind of music were y'all listening to then? If y'all weren't listening to jazz?
No kind. Number the radio. Number the hillbillies.
Well, what kind would you play?
We didn't know. You stick a nickel in there.
No. I mean when y'all were at home.
We didn't. We never.
So the only music in Porter Springs would have been church music.
radio and church music.
Okay, what'd you listen to on the radio?
That's it.
What'd you listen to on the radio? Was it country western?
Country western. Because wasn't no, back in then, wasn't no church songs on much. No about Hank Williams. And they had some good songs like Precious Lord, Take My Hand. And, because Gene Archie wanted the song, Love Song. And Tex Riddle song, Old Farm Song, you know, but the Bo Weavers kept all your cotton. But that was it.
So when you first heard jazz, did it start to pick up in the 40s and y'all listened to it at all or no?
We didn't never hardly hear none of that jazz music. It come out of Louisiana. And when it did hear it, I forget that old guy's name. I heard it.
Louis Armstrong?
Yeah, that's him. You got it right. That's him. And when I heard it, I was at Dr. Green's office getting a tea pool. And he had him playing on the radio. And my uncle carried me there. And we got there at 12 o'clock. He said, what do you want? This boy tea pool. He said, well, I'm fixing to go eat dinner. He said, well, I take him with me because I got to go down and sit in America try to find me a mule. And I come, he said, no. But I tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, like you said, Dad knew Louis Armstrong was playing. He said, boy, I said, yes, sir. I'm going to leave you in here. And I'm going to lock you in here. Because you go in them streets, they're going to put you in jail.
Why?
They didn't allow you on the streets. And said, I know they're going to lock you up. You put you on the streets right there. You got right the first night in the bank there. Right across the court there. And don't bother. I said, I ain't bothering nothing, Bill. I ain't bothering nothing. He said, I'm going to leave the plane and I come back. I know you mess with anything. I said, you ain't got to worry about it. And he left and come back. And that's my first jazz music hearing. You know, that jazz. Louis Armstrong playing that music. And after that, we didn't have to have too much jazz. More just old blues. You know, blue, yeah. Like.
Well, what'd you think when you heard it in that dentist office? What'd you think of it when you heard it?
It was pretty to me.
Yeah?
It was pretty to me.
Well, when were you listening to blues music?
Oh, when I went to Crockett. But like Louis Jordan and it was a bunch of them. I can't call their names, some good ones too.
You would hear them on the radio?
Piano, you know, in the record player.
Oh, record player.
Yeah, real player.
Where did you go to listen to records at? Where would you hear them?
Up at Crockett and one of the saloons. You know, in the saloon. That's the only place you could hear it. That's all it was on black.
Oh.
There wasn't no white down there.
It was a black saloon.
Black saloon.
And they would play blues?
Yeah, all kind of them blues too. Louis Jordan and all them kind.
Yeah.
But
Did you like it?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it because we didn't hear nothing out there in the woods. Finally, my uncle got an old winding up one. You can wind that record player up, and then when you play out that 2 or 3 records, you wind back and play it again. Like T-Bone Walker and all that. That was a bunch of them old ones. But outside that, no, we didn't mind no. Well,
did they have electricity in town when you would go?
Yeah, they had electricity in town. They had from Poland Springs to Crockett, electricity all up there, but wasn't nothing down there below Poland Springs. Oh, right around in there they had it, you know, in them houses, but they didn't go no further in Poland Springs.
So when would you say that it came out to the country in Porter Springs? About what year?
52. Okay. I said 51 because it wasn't there 49, and they were trying to get it. My uncle, his brother-in-law worked at Nelsonville at Stanley, and Stanley owned it. Ice boxes, and he had me want one. To him, yeah. Well, he went and bought the ice box, and then when we got over here, electricity. He said, "You may take it back," and I'll leave it. maybe we'll get it. And he left it. That was 49. And but the first ice box I ever know in the country, it was a guy down there below Post Spring, called a guy, he had a little stove. On the way he found it, he went and found a refrigerator run on coal oil, kerosene, and he would sell you a tray of ice for 10 cents. That's the first night I was seen.
But when you were growing up, you had an ice box, didn't you?
Yeah, we had an ice box.
With a block of ice?
When we could get it. Because you had to come to Crockett to get it.
To get the ice?
Uh-huh. And Mr. Vernon Cook in Post Spring, he worked for the ice. He run the ice house. And I can't call his name now. He worked for him. And whenever he had a little, ice extra, he bring it down now to us in 50-pound blocks. Mm-hmm. And we didn't even have an ice box. We take it, wrap it up, put it in a croaker sack or something, put it in the ground.
Why would you keep it though? What would you do with it?
Make ice water.
Oh.
Make ice water.
That was nice for working in the summertime.
Yeah, but you couldn't keep it in the out. That's fine, man. That's good. Mm-hmm. Finally, we got an ice box. It would keep pretty good.
Yeah. What would y'all drink apart from water? Did you have anything to flavor it?
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid.
Y'all had Kool-Aid back then?
Yeah, plenty of Kool-Aid.
Really?
But iced tea, we didn't have iced tea. The first iced tea, we went to work for Mr. Moorhead. Uh-huh. And she was a nice lady. When we go back and work, she's white. She picks out down and we'd eat out down at the house. He go out and she go on our door, go fix up down. And she fixed out down that day. We was out there picking cotton. And some of them stayed their head down. Y'all come on, eat what you want. He fixed our plate. And she had iced tea. Well, we watching one another because we knew what it was. But she wouldn't put no sugar in it. Uh-huh. Just straight iced tea. Uh-huh. But it would be cold, Boy, we glad of that. Ooh. That's the first iced tea I ever drunk in my life.
How old were you?
I was about 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah.
14. Back about 42,
okay.
3. Yeah, that one first time I seen iced tea. But Kool-Aid, he was out there a long time before then. And ice cream, we had to make our own ice cream.
Really?
When Daddy go to town, if you get him 50 pounds or 100 pounds of ice and wrap it up good and put it in the ice, maker. And we make our own, we had our own milk and everything, made our ice cream.
Well, I bet that was a treat.
Yeah, that's a treat. Instead of nickel glass.
Did you buy your sugar at the store?
You had to. All the way at the store. At Post Spring, if you wanted a dime, what the 20 cents was, she'd weigh it out for you and put it in a paper sack. And that's what my dad would do in the fall of the year. He worked hard to try to get 2 sacks of flour. Mm-hmm. Flour was $1 fall, then went $1.60, a 50-pound pie. He'd take one put in the log and one on the floor. And meal we grind up at Post Spring with grind it up, and we keep that meal with flour, sugar, all while we picking cotton. My dad would buy 10 or 15, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and in a 5-gallon can, and he keep putting that can to try to have enough for the winter. Mm-hmm. And grease, when we killed them hog, we made our own grease. 5 gallons of grease.
How'd you make the grease?
Take that fat off that hog and cook it out.
Okay.
And put it in that can.
How did you cook it? Was there some kind of special way?
put it in a pot. Like you ever seen a pot you wash with?
Sure.
Put in there all that fat in there and put a little water with it and a little grease.
Uh-huh.
And when you get back, cook it out. Then I know you've seen crackling.
Sure.
Get
That's what it turns into?
Yeah. Get that cracking out of that and make cooking and cornbread.
Uh-huh. Wait, you would cook the crackling and cornbread?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, we look practical, but now you buy the skin. You crack the skin. You buy all that skin. And I love them, but I can't fool with them. On kind of high blood pressure.
Okay.
Oh man, I'll eat them all, a whole house full.
What did y'all use your grease? What did you cook with your grease?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. Yeah, we didn't go to town about no grease.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't run out. Shit, they used to comb hair with it. They take that grease and cut the,
Who would do that?
The children, the family would.
Really?
They could put grease, but grease their hair with that grease.
Wow.
But they had Vaseline, if they could buy it.
Uh-huh.
You get that Vaseline with big, so take that grease, straighten their hair with it.
Yeah.
And cedar. Little cedar trees, they take that and put that and iron their clothes with it.
Uh-huh. They didn't have a doctor in Porter Springs, did they?
Mm-mm.
So you had to go to Crockett to go to the doctor.
Crockett. If you could get one.
Okay.
When you got sick in Crockett, you didn't have a hospital to go to.
Uh-huh.
He come to your house and operate on you.
Okay.
And my uncle, while I got sick, and he had to get on his horse, going on 21, all green, and they had some more wine and bell. He said, I had never seen him, on television, and called him, and his name was Stokes or something. Anyway, I think it's Stokes anyway. And he had one he pick up like a car. What do you call him? You wouldn't know how to know. Uh-huh. And he came down there. He called him. He come straight on down there. He got down and he said, "Where you live?" He back here in that woods. He said, "I'm not gonna walk back there. But if y'all promise me you get me down back there, I go back there. Cause I ain't got no water operator to check and see what's wrong with her."
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get you out. Cause my grandpa had a pair of B and balls, those big steel, those took a movie this thing. Uh-huh. But my daddy had some too, those shining red, but yeah, and he went back there and he operated on her in that house.
Wow.
And I was at that behind, I just waiting. I thought she gonna die. Mm-hmm. What they gonna say? And when Mom come out, whatever he took out of her, he said, "What you doing?" I said, he said, "Take this here and dig a hole and put it in the ground." Mm-hmm. So boy, I took that door. I was poor as I could. Uh-huh. Every 2 or 3 days I go and look see it when it's trying to move it. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, back in them days, cause.
Well, there was no black doctors, was there?
Not him.
Not him.
No. First black come in, what's his name? Hiller, Dr. Hiller.
Uh-huh. When was that?
It's somewhere up in the 50s.
50s?
He wasn't here when I left here in 49, but in 50 he was here.
Were the doctors very prejudiced?
Yeah.
They were?
Yeah. My sister got sick, got bit by that and Dr. Barkley. When you go off the square now, going on 19, but at Tensaco Station there, up on it, right on the hill, uh-huh. That was his hospital. Okay. But just no long house. Uh-huh. Wasn't no brick or cement. He is like my old house, but he waited on you, Dr. Barkley. And my sister went up there. He said she got to stay. We'll put her in the hall. Cause that girl ain't gonna live if she stay there. And that's the way he waited. Cause another girl got sick. He had to take her up there like that, but she died. She had long tonsil trouble, uh-huh. And somewhere or another it affected so bad, he wouldn't let her go back, but she died. She didn't get to go back. But my sister finally got out. Now he would wait on you. And but when the war started, they called him to the army, and he had to leave here. Then Dr. Dawson, he went in there, and he was a good doctor too. He waited on you, but he was real friendly. But like the mother Loretta, well, they tore it down the right across from Gore Square down it was on the right hand side in front of all them junkyards here that they tore it off to down. No, if you went in there, you had to get some white man to speak for you.
Why?
He wasn't gonna take you in there. They take you if somebody like that put you in there.
So what do you mean speak for you? Somebody?
If you worked on his farm, he was there. But now when you go out of Crockett, straight to Crockett, there's a motel now. It's the Butler Hospital. Butler.
Yeah.
Now he would wait on you. He had no saying, "I'll kill you or kill you," and he wasn't lying either.
The sign said what?
He had no saying, "I'll kill you or kill you," and he would kill you. And he would kill you, but he killed you too.
Oh.
My grandpa's brother had a sister.
Well, let me ask you this first. Were you able to pay the doctor? Was it affordable back then?
Yeah, they'd give you a good chance on that.
Yeah.
They give you pay good.
Would you owe him and make payments, or would you be able to pay him when you got?
No, I'd pay him. I mean, I'd make payments. You take me. I run over my baby boy in Poland Spring, and when I got to Crockett, and Dr. Murray looked at him and said, "Boy, ain't no reason me working on him because I can't kill him. He gonna die."
What happened to him?
I run over in my car.
Your car?
I backing out the highway. Me and I was arguing, and I ain't never been to school, and I didn't know night school. And I gonna go to that night school, and she jumped in the car, and I told her to get out. We got to arguing, and she didn't get out, and I was coming back, and to me it stopped and still I didn't do it. And when I looked at it, I don't know a kid. He's 2 years old, and I got him up there, and Dr. Murray said, he ain't gonna live. And you can leave him here and let him die, or you can send him somewhere. I take him somewhere else. He said, and one place to send him that they'll take him, that's Houston or Galveston. I said, okay. So I went, Willie Wheeler back in them days was the main undertaker here. And I went to his house, and he wasn't there, but his boy was there. His boy was there. And that girl said, we'll give him to Houston.
So where did he die though?
He didn't die.
Oh, he didn't?
He dead though now. He died. He had 2 children before he died, and he grown before he died. But it hit his head, skinned his head real good, but it didn't. The doctor said it didn't bust it, but it affected him a whole lot though. And we got him to Houston. That boy carried him in now, and that ain't nothing but a slaughter pen down there. Car just lined it up at 12 o'clock at night. Number of blood on the street. People, and we got there, got him out, and that boy just pulling on through. And when we got through, they didn't want to take him because he wasn't no county hospital. We wasn't in the county. That was a county hospital that been taught. And we carried him in now, and we got to keep him, and they kept him in there. And while I was sitting there, a man offered me $20 to his white guy. His wife was on a motorcycle with a boy, and the motorcycle he throwed off or whatever, but he broke her leg. And I said, no, I got my trouble, my own trouble, mister. And he left. He was in the hell of me. And when I went in and sat down, this boy was sitting right in front of me. And that reason I said, a lawyer got a problem. He walked in there, and the law was on every door.
Mm-hmm.
That sucker had his pistol in his hand. And when he got there, he said, "Hell, you bastard, I'm going to kill you." Mm. His mama said, "Don't kill him, please don't kill him." I told him not to let his wife get back on that motorcycle, and he did. And now she in with a broke leg. I'm going to kill this guy. Damn, I tried to run, I couldn't. You better not. I told you, but I killed that guy in the hospital. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, got to win. I thought I'm going to make water, so I went in and got the bathroom. Uh-huh. But, boy, he stayed down there 4 days. And they sent him home, and they sent him by about 2 years. I had to come back for the gal. So. Uh-huh. But he got, got all right, but he never just right. After he got out there and got grown, he started drinking. You couldn't. Woo.
Yeah. Well, tell me about your first. When did you first start dating anybody?
The first woman, I didn't date too much, a little bit, but my little first wife, the wife I had.
How old were you when y'all met?
20 years old.
And was she from Porter Springs?
Madisonville.
Madisonville? Mm-hmm. How'd you meet her?
On Cotton Pick.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all were out there working together?
Yeah.
And so what? You started talking to her?
Yeah. Then he ended up, he ended up getting me because I didn't know where he stay. Didn't want nobody. We got together though, yeah.
How would y'all get to, whose house would y'all go to?
Huh? We had to go to my home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When did you move out of your house, out of your parents' house?
Who?
When did you move out of your parents' house?
I was 18.
18?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Houston.
You went to Houston?
I went to Houston. Mm-hmm. And when I left Houston, I come to Huntsville.
You went to Houston to do what?
Work. I went to work.
Uh-huh.
And.
In the city?
Huh?
Worked in the city?
City.
What were you doing?
Whatever I could find. Whatever I could find. You couldn't find nothing.
What kind of jobs was it?
Like carpeting, digging ditches. Mm-hmm. Digging ditches, like the sewage line around Houston. Uh-huh. I worked on it. And then I went back to home. Mm-hmm. Couldn't find. And I went back and went to work. And then a guy told me there's a man gonna go to Arizona, and he was in Huntsville, uh-huh. And I caught the bus, and he was going too, and we got there. The man was sitting down in the truck, and that's when I left home. I went to Arizona in 48, and that's when I left home. And then I went to Arizona 48. I went to Marana to Gila Bend, uh-huh. Come back, and went back to Houston. And I left Houston 49.
Well, how long did you spend courting your wife before you got married?
On the Cotton Pick. Cotton Pick.
Y'all didn't ever go to town and do nothing?
No. No. See, we back in the woods, back in that valley. We 4 minutes Porter Springs. Well, we about 20 miles out in the woods, back in the valley. Uh-huh. We didn't even go to town, no.
Well, when did anybody get a Model T in Porter Springs?
A Model T?
Uh-huh.
You asked me that when I come up, my grandpa and his, I call his dad-in-law. Mm-hmm. They bought a T-Model together, but they had quit running, and he was sitting under a tree, and he was sitting on that tree when I lived in 48, 47. I don't know when they sold it. When I come on, wasn't nothing down there, no car, but they finally went to get them in the 40s. Mm-hmm. My daddy got the first one in 41, 42, mm-hmm. And everybody made a good crop that year, and they were getting a few cars then. Mm-hmm. One man, that color guy, the truck, two, one little Polar Spring went back in the woods, Mr. Harry, and he kept bringing you to Crockett for $5.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd always get him if they got to go to town.
Oh, okay.
But after the war, a whole lot of them got them. You know, boys come out of the Army, they got that little bonus check. They get everything you see in the car.
Well,
they was old, like 36 or 37.
During the war, were they drafting the blacks just as much as they were the whites?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So you knew people who went to the war?
Whole lot of them, too.
Famous?
Everybody. When you come 18, Astonio, you go to the post office, get yours a stipend. Next 3 days, you on that train, on that bus, going to Houston, Tyler, for your treatment.
Really?
You know what I mean.
Basic training?
Yeah, find out where you going or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you got 18 years old, every boy had to go. Well, before it ended, I had to go. When I come 18, they wasn't pressed right then, but when the Korean War started, we had to go. And I was in Marana, I was alone, and I had to go to Tucson. I had to go to Tucson to register. And then in 50, I give my home address, and they sent it to Crockett, and my mom and dad sent it to me in 1950. And I had to go, but I didn't ask no question, and I just bought me a 36 Ford, and I went to Phoenix. Went to the bus station, and I caught the bus and went to Tucson. And when I got to Tucson, I said, no, you got to go to Phoenix. I said, I just left Phoenix. He said, well, you got to go to Phoenix, because we ain't got no examining station here. So me and another white boy was there. He had to go too. And I said, I didn't come up here and then the bus didn't run regularly. I said, well, what we gonna do? He said, I don't know, but I know one thing. I got a fifth of wine. And I know me. I love the wine. That was my drink, wine. I couldn't stand whiskey. And didn't drink, and didn't want no beer. I wanted wine. I said, I don't need this wine. But brother, I got to have some tonight. The bus station stayed over all night. And he had a fifth. And me and him got in the corner and said, drink that fifth of wine. And when the bus come to go to Phoenix, he was drunk. I said, come on, let's go. I said, come, get up and let's go. I wasn't drunk, but brother, I was stagnant.
Yeah.
We got to Phoenix. Afterwards, that, and they told me and went over there. And when we got over there, in a few minutes, he fell out. And they called me. And I went through it. Them guys, you know, the examiner. Goddamn, we all seen you goddamn without exam. Come up here drunk. I said, well, we didn't have no where to go, and they didn't tell us that they wouldn't go where to go. And I ain't had nothing else to do. Yeah, I've been drinking. We gonna get you through it. And hell, I know damn well you ain't gonna pass shape you in, but we gonna call you back. And the other guy was still drunk. I said, what about him? When he sobered up, we gonna put him back there. We gonna run him through the skin. 'Cause you sober enough to run. I said, well, what you want to send me on? Send me, don't make me no difference. No, we gonna call you back. But they didn't call me back. But they really want some, with the Korean War, they really want some outposts, people with good education, like go to the outpost. Right. They want some people that outpost deal. They want to be in an outplan deal.
How is it being 94? How is it?
It's rough because you can't do nothing. I wish I could do something now. Now you're sick sitting around all the time and ain't doing nothing.
You get bored?
Yes, Lord. I did another thing. Everybody that I know when you're dead, and you ain't around no youngsters because they all working.
So is it lonely?
Huh?
Is it lonely?
Yeah. Because you see you said, let me eat trees. I said, I need trees. They all be talking to me right now. I thought I was 73 that one day.
What are they saying to you?
No, I'm talking to them.
You're talking to them?
Yeah.
What would you be doing right now if you were, let's say, 35 years old again? What would you be
I'll
doing?
be doing the field. I'll be working.
Really?
Yeah, making me a garden or something other. Working, that's the main thing.
So if you could work right now, would you be working?
Yes, I'd be working.
Why?
I just keep sitting around this house. Man, it's long sitting around the house. You ain't doing nothing. That's a pain.
Yeah.
You sit and get up in the morning, look up at the sun, go back to bed and go to sun. And ain't nothing you can do.
Well, what do you like doing on your downtime though? If you got nothing to do, aside from sitting out here.
Sitting out here.
You don't like watching the television?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I just don't. I'm gonna go to sleep. So I'll look at it. Sleep. I was gonna look at it the other night. My wife, I want to look at the news. By the time I started, I started snowing. She started fussing. If you gonna snow, you could stay outdoors.
Do you sleep out here a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure do. Sure do.
Well, how long do you think you want to live?
As long as I can, but Lord, sometimes you don't know. I won't live as long as I can, but.
Is there anything left that you feel like you can accomplish, or?
Not much.
Are you happy with what you've done?
I'm happy with what I did, but no, yeah, you got so many things you can't do. You got to take all this medicine on it. I had all the operations, and you can't do nothing much. But
if somebody say, "How do I live a long time?" What would you say?
You don't do Lord's will. That's all, like I said, Lord's will. Yeah. That's the only thing you could say. You couldn't tell them how to live.
What's some differences between when you were growing up and how times are now? What's the biggest differences?
Well, you had somewhat, well, back then, you had something to do. Hunt, fish. You can do it now, but me, at my age, you ain't got nowhere to go.
Well, I'm not talking about it just being old, but how are people different now than how they used to be? What's the differences in the people?
Ain't much different. There's a lot of youngsters more meaner. Everybody more friendly then. You go anywhere you want to go. On anybody's place, go talk to them, but some people you can't walk in their yard. No, you better not walk in their yard. But that wasn't back years ago. Now, something back.
Do you think
some white people, if you went to their house, you had to go to their back door. But now they ain't that way.
Well, is it weird to you how white people treat you different now than they used to?
No, sure they be a lot different.
But
they learn more sense than they used to have. That's what it is. That's what it is, learn more sense.
But do you think it's odd that a white person would call you sir or anything?
They do it now. A lot of them do it. They talk to anybody like that now.
But you don't ever stop and think, man, things used to be a lot different.
Well, yeah, a whole lot different. Like schools and stuff like that. No, you couldn't go to nobody's white school. Arizona you could.
Yeah.
That's the first school you could go to. You couldn't go to a fountain, get you a drink of water, bathroom. We go from here to Arizona, you could buy gas all day, but you couldn't use no bathroom. And we go out on trucks, they put out on wood somewhere and put, you go to women go on the right, men to the left, men to women to the left, women to the right. If you want to use the bathroom once a day, and then we get out there, it's a lot different. You see, Arizona a lot different on that too. When we get out there, you go anywhere you want to go. Like my grandpa had a son. Work for, like I said, work for a mower, work for a mower, yeah. He seen something out his daughter in his cutter boy. he'd give my grandpa the money to get him out of Texas. And he better not come back to Crockett. He
Wait,
went there.
What did he do? Tell me again.
Huh? He don't know. My grandpa don't know what he did. But they was out there in the barn.
Oh, so they were suspecting that
he said,
was messing with the white girl.
Yeah, back then they killed you for that. So they, he saw him to El Paso. He didn't come back here in 1970. He come back here, but everybody was dead then, and he gave him the money to him, and he left. He didn't come back here either. But like the Murs, the white guy went down that bottom, met with some hand on that farm. They got in a fight down there, and they told him he better not come to Crockett. Them boy went to Crockett, and they caught him up there. Jet Lee Richardson. He lived out there on 21. You see a store on the left going out. That was his store. And he come down to Crockett, and he jumps. Goddamn, I caught you in Crockett. You won't get back. And they got in a fight. And one of them boys cut Mr. Lee, right on all that throat. And they got back in that car and beat him back to the Murph home. And they got Carl and Lordwood. And they stayed in Crockett. They come in and got that boy, them two boys, came to Crockett, had kangaroo coat, and Lord told Carl to get them boys out of Texas. Because they know they're going to kill them.
Yeah.
Well, they ain't going to stay here. They would. Anything to do. Them boys, they got to Mexico. Lord told him, says, boy, you see to the mountain yonder? Yeah. Go that way. Because if you ever put your feet back in Texas, I'm going to kill you.
Are you still angry about the way that you were treated back then?
Well, they don't get angry. It's over with. It's over with. I ain't really getting angry about it.
Okay.
Because you couldn't do nothing nowhere. You didn't have nothing to do nothing with no way. And so what's in the past, that's in the past.
Yeah.
You can't overdo the things that's been going on. Now it's all changed up, come different. All that's different now.
Yeah.
Now, if they know the white girl met with a black boy, they treat her like he did him. They put out of town, but they gonna kill the white boy, and they put her out or whatever. But now it's a lot different.
Yeah. How come the blacks didn't live in Crockett? Most of the blacks lived out in the country, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah, back
Why
in
do
the
you think that is?
That's what he had to work at. Wasn't no job in town.
Okay.
Wasn't no job in town.
But there was a part of town that was mostly black, right? With a few houses or something?
On this side of town. On that railroad, across the railroad, on this side of the railroad track. A lot of blacks. All back in the weeds out there now. You go in there, you can't see the houses. They won't have to rust it down.
Yeah.
And all that was black.
Did you know anybody who lived in town? Any of the blacks who lived in
A
town?
lot of them up there sure did.
You did?
But they mostly worked at a sawmill.
Okay.
He had sawmills in Crockett then. And gins, cotton gins.
Okay.
That's where they worked at.
Okay.
Few of them clean up, clean on the street, but.
Do you think that the ones in town kind of felt like they were highfalutin compared to the ones in the country?
Well, no.
No?
Because they had to come out the country and make a living. No, that truck goes there Monday morning to Friday evening, $1 a day. Them truck would be loaded.
So they would drive out to the country to go work the fields?
Yeah, that's right. They go get them. Because they didn't have no car.
Yeah.
Like the Lord murdered him, he had about 4 or 5 trailer trucks, 38 Fords. And they'd be loaded coming out of Crockett, Midway. And where we lived around with Post Spring, going that bottom, picking that $1 a day.
Were your bosses very prejudiced? Or how did they treat y'all?
Yeah, they treat you like you were at work. You went to work.
Yeah.
All he'd tell you one time, if you didn't work, he'd just take you hit that turn road.
He tell you.
Hit that tunnel, go. And you better hit it too. Yeah. But some of them, they just rush you, cuss you and go on. But bigger than them, like the Murrays, they didn't cuss you till you hit that damn tunnel and you better hit it.
Yeah.
People they treated people more like people.
Who did?
Lloyd and Carl, they were two brothers.
Okay.
And they had 14,000 nickels down there at the bottom. They got where if you wasn't 18, whole lot of job you could have. Mm-hmm. But when I come along, if it's 10, you had a job chopping cotton, picking cotton, that you wouldn't done that job.
Yeah.
But now, they want that you go in the field and all that. School, you make you pay if you don't go to school. Kids, you got a kid won't go to school. Mm-hmm. You got to pay for that kid if you don't make him go to school. Mm-hmm. They pay you if you didn't have him in that field.
Yeah.
You had to work him.
Yeah. You think about it, you're 18 years old, and most of them never worked a day in their life.
What I'm talking about, it won't work. Mm-hmm. You had to kill him to make him work.
Well, do you think my generation is spoiled?
Yeah.
Yeah.